Council will come to order. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Walsh. Counselor Walsh.
What was the question?
Are you here?
Are you here? Attendance. Present.
Present. Counselor Fenton.
Present.
Present. Counselor Perez.
Present.
Present. Counselor Whitfield.
Present.
Present. Counselor Govan.
Present.
Present. Counselor Allen.
Present.
Present. Counselor Brown.
Present.
Present. Counselor Hurst.
Present.
Present. Counselor Click Bruce.
And you didn't get to do
Present.
Present. Counselor Edwards. Present. Counselor Curran. Absent. Counselor Davila. Absent. Counselor Letterman.
Present. Will council and guests please rise and join me in a moment of silence? This moment of silence is in honor of Sally Markey, a longtime and dedicated resident of the city of Springfield, the mother of one of our former colleagues, City Councilor Pat Markey, and also in honor of Thomas Tom Allen, the brother of our colleague Tim Allen. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You can all be seated. Let the record reflect that Councilors Click, Bruce, Brown, Perez, and Whitfield are currently participating in the proceedings remotely. At this time, are there any reports of committee? Councilor Allen.
Thanks, Mr. President. The Finance Committee met this afternoon at 5:30. We went over this agenda. And present at the meeting were members of the Finance Committee, Councilor Govan and myself, also Councilor Walsh, and I think Councilor Click Bruce was there as well. We went through this agenda. There were a lot of good questions, actually, and there's a few interesting items on here, but there were no problems. We did not take a vote, but I would say, from the sounds of everybody was feeling pretty good about the agenda.
Thank you, Councilor Allen. Are there any further reports of committee? Councilor Govan.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Health and Human Services Committee met on September 21st. Did I give this reporting before? No.
No.
Okay. Councilors present were Councilor Allen, the Commissioner of Health and Human Services was present. Chairwoman of the Springfield Water and Sewer Commission was present, Vanessa Otero, Commissioner Dan Rodriguez, as well as Josh Schimmel, Darlene Buttrick, Christina Jones, Jamie Bartek, and Tom Shea, as well as Focus Springfield. The focus of the meeting was the water quality in the city and the water main break that had just happened. There are a lot of concerns that the residents have and have been bringing to our attention. So we wanted to meet with the commission to find out if the water is really safe enough to drink. They said that it is. So we're going to continue to meet with them on a regular basis because we actually just got another notice about the water at 5 o'clock. So we plan another meeting. The outcome of that meeting is basically that we need to continue meeting with them. There is nothing they said that the residents can do to make the water safer, although they assured us that it is safe to drink, but a lot of us have some concerns. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilor Govan. Are there any further reports of committee? Seeing no further reports of committee, without objection, Madam Clerk, please call the roll to accept the reports.
On accepting the reports of committee, Counselor Walsh.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Fenton.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Perez.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Whitfield.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Govan.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Allen.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Brown.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Hurst.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Click Bruce.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Edwards.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Curran, absent. Counselor Davila, absent. Counselor Letterman.
Yes, the votes are sufficient and the reports are accepted. Madam Clerk, please call the first item.
The first item is zone change referral vote for 1267 Boston Road.
Madam Clerk, can you confirm that this item is on for automatic referral?
Yes.
Shall be considered read and referred. Item 2,
Is the August revenue versus expenditure report.
Mr. Acting CAFO.
Thank you, Mr. President. Patrick Burns, 90 Clement Street, Springfield. Tonight I'm presenting the August revenue versus expenditure report. Through the first 2 months of activity for fiscal year 2024, our revenue is $166.5 million, or 19% of the budget. On the expenditure side, through the first 2 months of the fiscal year, our expenditures are $237.1 million, or 27% of the budget. As I mentioned last month, the driving factor behind the 27% is the pension payment that the city made on July 3rd, which totaled $90.1 million, 62.6 from the city and 27.5 from the school department.
Thank you, Mr. CAFO. Are there any questions on the reports? Seeing no questions, without objection, Madam Clerk, please call the roll on acceptance of the report.
On acceptance of the report, Counselor Walsh.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Fenton.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Perez.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Whitfield.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Govan.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Allen.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Brown.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Hurst.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Click Bruce.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Edwards.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Curran. Absent. Counselor Davila. Absent. Counselor Letterman.
Yes, the votes are sufficient. The report is accepted. Madam Clerk, please call item 3.
Item 3 is for an FY24 Springfield City Library Foundation Sound Systems Grant. No match required in the amount of $80,000.
Is there anyone here to speak to this item?
Yes, this is Molly Fogarty, Library Director. This funding is from the Springfield Library Foundation, and we will be using it to replace the sound presentation systems at the Mason Square branch, the Central Library, Forest Park branch, and Brightwood.
Thank you, Director Fogarty. Are there any questions on the grant? Just used that sound system last week. Seeing it needs replaced.
To be upgraded? Sorry.
Are there any further questions for the director? Seeing none, without objection, Madam Clerk, please call the roll on acceptance of the grant.
On acceptance of the grant, Counselor Walsh.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Fenton.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Perez.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Whitfield.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Govan.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Allen.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Brown.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Hurst.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Click Bruce.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Edwards.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Curran, absent. Counselor Davila, absent. Counselor Letterman.
Yes, the votes are sufficient. The grant is accepted.
Thank you.
Madam Clerk, please call item 4.
Item 4 is for TJO Best Friends Animal Society, no match required in the amount of $5,000.
This grant is under $50,000. We can take the vote unless there are any questions on the grant. Seeing no further questions, Madam Clerk, please call the roll on acceptance of the grant.
On acceptance of the grant, Counselor Walsh.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Fenton.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Perez.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Whitfield.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Govan.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Allen.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Brown.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Hurst.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Click Bruce.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Edwards.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Curran, absent. Counselor Davila, absent. Counselor Letterman.
Yes, the votes are sufficient. The grant is accepted. Madam Clerk, please call item 5.
Item 5 is an order authorizing the mayor to execute a quitclaim deed for the sale of Eastside Morton Street to City of Homes Real Estate Ventures, LLC, for the consideration of $7,000.
Mr. Demusis?
Yes, thank you, councilors. We're asking you to approve the transfer of 3 city parcels on Morton Street in response to an RFP issued probably a year ago. The developer wishes to build 4 houses, 1 house on two lots, parcel 69 and 68. on Morton and then combining property he already owns on Morton with parcel 60, which is a city lot. He intends to build 3 more. What made this proposal attractive was that the developer was going to connect Morton Street, which currently is a dead end, in a very, very narrow private way. Well, I guess it's a street, but it's a very, very narrow street. You connect that with Grape Street, and totally at his expense. He has gotten approval from DPW and planning, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Bobby, can you just state your name and address for the record?
Oh, I'm sorry. Robert Demusis, City of Springfield, Office of Housing, home address 33 Colorado Street in Springfild.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Mr. Demusis on the deed transfer? Seeing none, without objection, Madam Clerk, please call the roll. 2/3 majority. Oh, Councilor Click Bruce.
Sorry, I just wanted to come on as petitioner. Met with him several weeks ago, and he's been very transparent what he's trying to do to that community. So I support this wholeheartedly. I do know he also reached out to the council, to the neighborhood council as well. Let them know what was going on in the area. So again, he has my support with this project. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Click Bruce. Any further questions or comments prior to our vote? Seeing none, without objection, Madam Clerk, please call the roll. 2/3 majority vote is required.
Thirds, okay.
On approving, on authorizing the quitclaim deed, Counselor Walsh.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Fenton.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Perez.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Whitfield.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Govan.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Allen.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Brown.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Hurst.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Click Bruce.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Edwards.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Curran, absent. Counselor Davila, absent. Counselor Letterman.
Yes, the votes are sufficient. The deed is authorized. Madam Clerk, please call item 6.
Item 6 is an order approving a contract over 3 years for lease purchase financing for fire apparatus for the Springfield Fire Department.
Commissioner Calvi.
Good evening, councilors. Thank you for having me here this evening. B.J. Calvi, Winton Street, Springfield, Massachusetts, Springfield Fire Commissioner. We are seeking to enter into a 6-year lease to purchase a new ladder truck. This will be replacing a 1996 that is currently in spare status. We'll take one of the frontline trucks and move that to spare at this point. It's pretty straightforward, and we're going to put this new apparatus in Mason Square.
Thank you, Commissioner. Are there any questions from members of the council?
No,
Counselor
Mr. President,
Walsh?
At the finance meeting, we were all wondering what it looked like.
Do you have a picture?
So
It'll
it's
be-
actually a truck?
What's that?
It's actually a fire truck?
Yes,
Okay.
ladder truck.
See, at the meeting, we thought it was a tower of some kind.
It's a tower ladder.
Yeah. But it's on a truck.
Well, it is a truck. It's,
Do you have a
No.
picture of it? Do you have a picture of it?
I do not with me.
Well, perhaps you could send one to the council.
Thank you, Councilor Walsh. Are there any further questions from members of the council prior to our vote? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, without objection, please call the roll on authorizing the contract. 2/3 majority vote and a photograph are required.
On approving the contract, Counselor Walsh.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Fenton.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Perez.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Whitfield.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Govan.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Allen. Yes. Yes, Counselor Brown.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Hurst.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Click Bruce.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Edwards.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Curran, absent. Counselor Davila, absent. Counselor Letterman.
Yes, the votes are sufficient. Contract is approved.
Thank you, councilors. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Commissioner. Madam Clerk, please call item 7.
Item 7 is for a PEG access and cable-related fund for FY24, franchise fee agreement in the amount of $170,303.95.
Deputy CAFO.
Thank you, Mr. President. Lindsay Hackett, Deputy CAFO, 80 Tamarack Drive in Springfield. This is in order to transfer funding, appropriate funding, over to the PEG Access and Cable Related Fund, which is the Public Educational and Government Access Channel. This comes in quarterly. This will be coming to you quarterly. It's the franchise fee paid to us through Comcast, and we are looking to transfer $170,000, which was the fee received for quarter one.
Thank you. Are there any questions for the Deputy CAFO? Seeing no questions, without objection, Madam Clerk, please call the roll on authorizing the transfer.
On authorizing the transfer, Counselor Walsh.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Fenton.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Perez.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Whitfield.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Govan.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Allen.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Brown.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Hurst.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Click Bruce.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Edwards.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Curran, absent. Counselor Davila, absent. Counselor Letterman.
Yes, the votes are sufficient. Transfer is authorized. Madam Clerk, please call the final item.
The final item is a deficit spending authorization for Abbey Brook Culvert failure.
Director Signoli.
Good evening, Councilors. Chris Signoli, DPW Director. On September 11th, with the massive rains that we had in the city of Springfield, along Abbey Brook, on September 12th, we had a massive culvert failure along Abbey Brook, which resulted in the failure of the 36-inch water main that occurred at that time. The DPW is in the process of repairing the area. We have done full evaluations. We are in the process of stabilizing the stream itself, repairing the stream bottom, and installing a new culvert. We are working in the entire Abbey Brook watershed. The map here kind of shows the area along the watershed. The red area is the main area that we are working in along Abbey Brook. We are looking at approximately my Vanna White here. We are looking somewhere between $5 and $6.5 million worth of work. We have made preliminary application through an initial damage assessment report to MEMA, and working with MEMA and FEMA. MEMA is at this point is putting together a statewide application to the federal government for disaster assistance. We have made all the necessary paperwork with MEMA. The reimbursement from MEMA would be anywhere between 80% and 100%, depending upon the type of work. So our contractors have been moving along out there, and actually we are looking for later next week of installation of the new culvert in the area. But when the stream washed out, we probably lost 5 or 6 culverts that come into that stream based upon the amount of water that went through. So at this point, we are looking for authorization to go into deficit spending in order to complete all of the work.
Thank you, Director Signoli. Are there any questions for the Director? Councilor Fenton.
Thank you, Mr. President. Chris, thank you for acting expeditiously on this. Obviously, this was a really substantial crisis triggered by a small but serious natural disaster. This work is going to be done in my district, and I just would like to, first of all, thank you for acting so quickly on this. And secondly, in the event that you're not aware, which I expect you're not, because it just happened very recently, the council recently authorized an appropriation of some Community Preservation Act funds to acquire a series of private properties on Liberty Street, which are a part of the Abbey Brook tract that you're talking about here. And we don't have any long-term plans for overall renovation of this space, but given the work that you're going to be doing, and I see there's at least 2 of your circles down there, items 1 and 2, it looks like to me.
Farther down?
Yeah.
1 and 7.
1 and 7.
Yep.
Okay, 1 and 7. which are going to be very close to the acquisition site.
Correct.
I know that the neighborhood and the group that's advocating for this acquisition be really interested in talking with you before that work's completed to see if there's any synergies that can be created for what is the future vision for that site. I mean, basically, at this point, we're not planning anything more than clearing.
Right.
But if you're going to be in there doing work, it'd be good to have that talk before you do it.
The debris, sediment, soil transported all the way down. That location where it's shown as location 1 is where the culvert, the end of the culvert is where it eventually goes under Liberty Street. So that area right now does not have a lot of sediment in it, but it needs a lot of clearing because a lot of vegetative debris made its entire way down there. The one that's on the other side of Liberty Street has had issues in the past, and we know is going to need some repairs as part of this work as well. So right now, we don't have a full plan for those two areas other than clearing at this point, but happy to talk with people to make sure we get it done together.
That would be great. And just one final point of context. I have been working with the law department and negotiating with the landowner, which is O'Connell Oil Company, and we do expect to have that property under contract and closed before the end of the year. So it should be timely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Fenton. Are there any further questions or deliberation? Seeing none, without objection, Madam Clerk, please call the roll to authorize the deficit spending. 2/3 majority vote is required.
On authorizing deficit spending, Counselor Walsh.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Fenton.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Perez.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Whitfield.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Govan.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Allen.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Brown.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Hurst.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Click Bruce.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Edwards.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Kern. Absent, Counselor Davila. Absent, Counselor Letterman.
Yes, the votes are sufficient. Deficit spending is approved.
Thank you, councilors.
Madam Clerk, is there any further business properly brought before this body?
No, there's not.
Seeing none, this council will stand adjourned.